Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, As-salatu was-salamu ala khatimin nabiyyin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qala Allahu ta'ala fi Surah Al-Aaraf, وَكَمْ مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا فَجَاءَهَا بَأْسُنَا بَيَاتًا أَوْ هُمْ قَائِلُونَ. Translation: How many communities and townships we have destroyed, and our punishment struck upon them by night or while sleeping at noon. As we have mentioned that the main theme of Surah Al-Aaraf is Tadhkir bi Ayyamillah, meaning remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the big days, and those big days include the days when the whole nations were destroyed, and those nations were destroyed when the Prophet of the time came himself and gave the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly to the people, and the people still rejected. So when the Prophet comes and gives the message and the nation rejects the message, all those who rejects are completely destroyed. This is known as Azab Istisal, meaning that no one is left alive and they are destroyed. Those nations include the nation of Nuh alayhi salam, Hud alayhi salam, Saleh alayhi salam, Shu'aib alayhi salam, and Lut alayhi salam. And these nations were destroyed when they rejected the Prophet of the time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the punishment of complete destruction at different times. For example, when they were sleeping at night or when they were taking rest during the daytime, etc. In the next ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَا كَانَ دَعْوَاهُمْ إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ بأسنا إلا أن قالوا إنا كنا ظالمين. Translation: So when our punishment struck them, they could do nothing except they said, indeed, we were wrongdoers and sinful. So when the nations were faced with the punishment of complete destruction, then they realized that they have done a great mistake by rejecting the prophets. And at that time they were completely lost in the worldly affairs and in the pleasures of the world, and they had no chance in their minds that something like that can happen. But when it happens and they see the punishment, they realize that the mistake was only theirs. They realize that the prophets were truthful, and they realize that they were the transgressors. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not do zulm on anyone. They were doing zulm and transgression on their own souls, and that's the reason they were given this punishment. Let's pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the vision of truth now when we are alive, and give us the understanding of the ayahs of Quran right now when we are alive, and give us the ability to act on the commandments of Quran and the teaching of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam now when we are alive, so that at the time of our death we do not regret like these people who denied the verses of Allah and denied the prophets, and they were regretting at the time of their death. Ameen. Oh Allah, give us true understanding of Quran. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.